Hello again, everybody. We're back at the end base. I'm Mr. McSquare. This is the Buck-Chuckets and Piglins SMP. The end expansion. Anyway, working on two things today. Primarily, I want to get a super smelter and chorus. Chorus fruit, chorus plants, chorus stuff. So, the two are kind of related because you have to refine a whole bunch of chorus fruit in order to get popped chorus to build other things. So this section back here, with this being the middle, gonna have a giant furnace complex in the giant base. So above us was the flaming skull door. So we'll have lava come down and create a lava fuel center here, because lava is just an outstanding fuel source for furnaces. But we're going to step our game up a bit. I want the fuel system to be extensive, so that like I could do a whole lot and not all at once while I'm at AFK. Whether it's making glass or refining chorus fruit into popped chorus or whatever else I need done. So lava generators are quite basic. It's a lava source with dripstone and a cauldron to collect the drips until the drips become yet another lava source. So as a footprint, we'll lay out the cauldrons and house it. This sucker is going to have 64. So that's a row of 8 times 2 is 16, and then we multiply that out. 16 times 4 is 64. This will be a 64 lava cauldron complex. Okay, there's the footprint. And now we just got to build up some walls and put lava and dripstone about it. Want to keep the spawn proof foot, so like if there's glass on top, nothing's gonna spawn on top of the glass, but you can see everything's inset into a floor that's all half slabbed. That's monster protection. Because you can see it's just so calm and peaceful down here with no Endermen running around all over the place. It's nice. Okay. Give it a couple pillars and some curved doorways. Just making the curve with steps, stairs. So recently I started live streaming on Mondays. And I've had a really good response by people coming out there and being very supportive. So just a big shout out to everyone that comes by and says hi on Monday night. You're all awesome. You actually make this experience better and more fun for me. I enjoy building and sharing. And yeah, you're just adding to the experience for me. Thank you. Okay. So there, lava source. Dripstone, block of dripstone, and then the dripstone spike, and you can see the lava drips accumulate into the cauldrons and become lava sources themselves. We just collect that with buckets, and for decoration we made a lava line that goes up a couple floors all the way from the lava skull down to here. And by lava skull, I mean our doorway. Okay, so we got a line of furnaces, and each individual furnace has the feed above it from the top down into the furnace through hoppers. And the hoppers in the back, that's the fuel line, right? Back of the furnace is fuel, top of the furnace is in, and that'll be a reservoir of lava that comes in. And then the bottom is the output. So input top, output bottom, and the back is fuel. If you did the side, it would also be fuel, but because we did a line, we're going to do the backs. And we got more than enough furnaces. And of course, we did both sides. So the completed side will look like this when we house it all. I left the other side open just so I could show you the hopper lines. And the way this works is all the lava buckets that you put into the side reservoir area will feed through the hopper line and automatically fill any furnace that needs it. So all the furnaces will have lava ready to go. Put some fake pipes up the top. And even the pipes, we want to make sure that it's spawn proof. So that's not a square, that's actually a half slab up and a half slab down. Again, because mobs don't spawn on a partial slab. That's not a square, it's a half slab and another half slab. There's a difference. Okay, and that whole visual will just replicate on the other side. Is it excessive? Yeah. Am I excessive? Yeah. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit the buttons. Anyway, those are all lava sources, right? And we just decorated it up. So it looks like we got lava feeding in through a couple of pipes. Okay. So chorus fruit, that's we're at the end. Chorus production, right? That's where chorus fruit comes from, is the end. So chorus fruit, stick into the source, and you cook it. And after cooking it, it's going to become popped chorus fruit. Because the popped chorus fruit is what you use to actually build things. You can eat chorus fruit, that's a source of its own. Like, oh, we used up a lava bucket. Now we just refill whatever lava buckets we want. The system automatically has many lava buckets ready. All these chests are just full and ready. And you can see one already refilled the other spot. But there's just tons of lava ready to go. And all I have to do is keep taking the lava buckets, refilling it with lava, and this sucker will always be fueled up. Okay, so 4 popped chorus makes 4 purpur blocks. You get a 1-to-1 ratio, but it has to be groups of 4. That's where purpur blocks comes from, and you can turn the purpur blocks into pillars or whatever else you want. You can also make end rods out of popped chorus, but that requires popped chorus plus a blaze rod. And we're gonna have to make a blaze farm soon. Yeah, blaze farm has to be done in the nether. I don't think it can be done anywhere else. Okay, this big dugout area here, we're going to make a water system, and you can see the water is the source plus it runs, I think, 7 or 8 out each way. Anyway, test it out. So it goes to its maximums and then comes down, and then everything that is in the water system will wind up running down the stream to the center. You can see the bucket, there it is. And that's just testing things, making sure it works. And where that bucket is right here, we'll put a hopper line. So, dig it all out, right? And then when there's a water source at the end, that'll do all of our collecting for us. Water knocks out chorus plants, and it'll push all the fruit down to the center. So we're going to leave water sources all over there, and then we'll just put in a system that turns the water on and off. There's a couple ways to do it. The system we're going to use today is just going to be sticky pistons. We're going to have a wall of blocks that goes up and down, releases the water, shuts the water off. Another system you could use would be dispensers, right? You can have the dispensers dispense water buckets and then collect all the water as well. Same effect. It's just what you want it to look like as the final project. So that being said, you can see we got a sticky piston and a line of redstone. Well, we got to make a redstone line, and we're going to run both redstone lines from both sides of this build into a single control switch. So you throw one switch, and then all the sticky pistons on both sides will open or close, and then you can collect all the chorus fruit from both sides. Because why do all this work if it's not to make your life easier, right? We do the work now to make life easier later. You can see the powered on redstone is powering on the sticky pistons. And we're going to have to adjust this one in a minute, but that one doesn't have power. So in the off mode, the block will be down, and in the on mode, the block comes up and it will block the water. Quite simple. And then you just got to dig a tunnel back underneath to where we want to collect everything. Okay. Put those up a bit to the appropriate height. Like so. Okay. So you can see pistons are up. And now pistons are down, and the water would be released. So now we just gotta add water. Not just showing you guys, but testing my build to make sure I didn't screw it up. So if I had to adjust something, adjust it. Like if you screwed up, oh well. Okay, works just fine. Release the water. And the water goes all the way to the collecting line in the center. Okay. And I want it to all be water source blocks so that the whole thing gets flooded or unflooded at this throw of a switch. And this whole mechanism just gets repeated on the opposite side. There, they're all source blocks. If you don't see a current, it's a source block. If you see a current, it's a source block going into something that's not a source block. And then the whole thing will clean itself up. Nice. Okay. Now, you see I've got the chorus blocks here. That is not a chorus fruit. That's a chorus block. The only way to get these is to go to a chorus plant and use shears on the whole chorus fruit component. So they grow pretty quickly, and they don't grow on end stone blocks, they grow on end stone. So you can see there's a network of patches. You turn on the water, it does all your harvest work for you. It pushes everything down to the collection system. There's a bit on the outside that gets missed, but that's like a 90% solution, and I'm good with that. And if you really want it, you just run around the outside, pick up the extras. We got a chest system, and again, zigzag your chest with hoppers, and then everything gets pushed down to the bottom. Okay, it's all working. Now, if this is the collection system, then this is where I'm going to want to run the hopper lines. Not the hopper lines, the redstone lines. Right? Oh, didn't need that one there. And a leader. Whoop, wrong button. Okay. Block and a leader. So, underground, I already ran the redstone lines and repeaters just to make sure the signal gets to where it's got to go. So this is basically half a harvest. From one side you get 4.5 stacks, so the whole thing you get about 9 stacks per cycle, which is pretty good. They're set up on both sides, and we'll just test the redstone line to make sure it works. One lever, both sides. All right, perfect. Exactly what we wanted. So that would collect everything. Then you close it off, and then I can go and I can plant chorus as required. Unfortunately, bone meal doesn't work on chorus fruit. You have to just wait. You have to be in the area so that the chunks are loaded in, and then you just got to wait for it to grow. So it's actually a manual farm with an automatic collection system, so you don't have to run around and bash all the trees. Now that's perfect over there for the fruit, and over here we got to make one for the chorus plant itself, because you can't plant chorus fruit. You gotta run around with the shears and collect chorus blocks. Anyway, so this is what we're gonna do right here. It's the most efficient way, is just to grow your plants but stunt them, right? Like little bonsai trees. Chorus bonsai trees. They're only going to be 2 blocks tall, because the half slabs above, you can use whatever block you want. I'm just using purple half slabs. Space them out. Okay, that's where they're going to be. I'm going to make I don't know, 16 of them, and just make sure that they've got a space between them so that they can grow. And then off the tops, we're just going to make sure that they can only grow so high. Now, there is one other trick with this. The center block is temporary at the top, that center half slab right there. We'll have to take that out, otherwise the plant doesn't grow correctly, and we'll show you that in just a minute. Alright. So that's the roof's almost done. And it's gonna get confusing, like, look, oh, where does the fruit go? Best guess would be, Well, I know it's diagonal from this other marker block. So just to make life easier for myself, I'll swap out the blocks that you don't plant on. There. I know the end stone that I need to plant on is the one in the middle of the purpur. There. Aha, yeah, see, it's all lined up. Yes, quite. And then where? Let's mark it again. Because I don't want to start planting plants in the wrong spot there. Just making life easier for myself. With a visual cue of where the heck do I have to put these blocks? Yeah, it takes a little extra work, but I'm so glad I did this. It makes life so easy in the future. Okay. Now, those, you can see the last one's already grown. They will only grow as tall as that platform there, right? But they won't expand beyond this. I have to take out the little middle pieces, right? This will change the growth arc of all the plants underneath. So right now they will only grow up and stop. But now with that center block out, the plant goes, hey, I've got room to spread my branches. And so as it starts to spread, it'll go in all four directions, but all four directions are kind of capped. Right? So you can see it's branching off now. So now one plant will become four on all of them. And when they branch out, I haul out the old shears and I can collect. And you have to only use time, you can't use bone meal or any other fast forward method, but it doesn't take long. And then I can just run around and collect them. And each plant will do four. Once you shear a spot, it's not going to regrow them. It'll grow on the sides that haven't popped one out, like it, they will all produce four. Not five, not six, four. And then I just replant them. Really, quite simple. But now it's all set up for me. Okay. Coming along quite nicely. Starting to add farms. It's bomb proof. And then we can cook it up. And then just keep replacing your fuel. And especially right now, I can just be building and all this stuff will grow and I can hit the harvest buttons, etc. And then once the fruit is knocked off, you're just going to have to physically remove the center plants and start it over again. A couple of these will give up a fruit randomly, which is fine. But after you take the 4 plants off, you have to chop them again. I'd consider it a manual farm because you have to actually go around and do it, but you're just controlling all the circumstances that these things are going to grow. And that's my episode for today. Thanks again for joining me. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.